Hello everyone and welcome back to E2E, and as you can see there is something that wasn't here last time. So in between episodes I said I was going to figure out fluid automation as well as upgrade and figure out the drawer system, and I did in fact do both of those. Okay, so first order business, let's look at the fluids. We're up to 3,600 buckets of water and we have only taken up 900 bytes out of 65,536. So I think we're good on water basically forever. Now, the reason we were getting fluids automated is so we could make water sources from nuclear craft a lot easier. So let's just go ahead and make a compact infinite water source. This should take 16 buckets of water, but as you can see, there is none in this recipe. So we can go ahead and get this started to prove that this does in fact work. And there you go. That is in fact done. And as you can see, we have our compact infinite water source. Now, the way this is done is with this thing that you saw earlier, the ME fluid assembler. So basically what this does is if you put in a pattern that uses buckets, like the infinite water source, into here, this acts as a molecular assembler, but will take water from the system instead of water from buckets, which is very convenient. So I went ahead and I put in the cobblestone generator as well, which we can use when we need to make cobblestone generators, which requires lava, which is right here. Now, another thing, I did try to get the melter to work for destabilized redstone and other things. Unfortunately, I could not figure it out. So I think what I'm going to do is instead of having it make liquids on command, we're just going to be making liquids all the time and pumping them in. And then we will always have a backlog of stuff when we need to make something with the liquids. We are going to have to make a system to squeeze netherrack to get lava in the mechanical squeezer. And we are going to have to set up a redstone farm to get destabilized redstone. And then somehow we're going to have to get Resonant Ender. I don't really know how that's going to work, but I guess we could figure that out later. So now we could get this set up for lava, which might be a good idea because we might need cobblestone generators in the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a hopper, 6 stacks of netherrack, some power cables, which I've got, and we are going to grab another import. And there we go. Now we will be making lava while we are doing everything else. Now it's not going to be a lot, and it's not going to be a permanent solution. This water isn't a permanent solution either. We're all going to move this into some building somewhere. I also went ahead and upgraded the drawers, as you can see, and as you can get a sneak peek right there, I also moved the mystical agriculture setup that I had. So I figured, we're going to be putting mystical agriculture stuff in here anyway. We might as well just put it over here as a temporary solution and then get some drawer set up. So that is what I did. Currently, we are growing quartz, nature seeds, and sheep seeds. I also made some sheep seeds in between episodes. It wasn't really that hard. Just go kill sheep with the Solium dagger. Anyways, this is how we're going to get white wool, because wool is extremely annoying, and I did not want my system filling up with seeds from growing hemp fiber. So anyways, we got a whole bunch of this stuff. I also put all the seeds in this chest, and I went ahead and moved a bunch of the things that I had a lot of in my system, or that I will be getting a lot of in the future, into here. So as you can see in the system here, we have a lot of stuff at the top. 68,000 redstone essence, 57,000 glowstone essence, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So now that we're all caught up, what are we doing this episode? Well, I think, are just going to dive into industrial foregoing, like I said last time, mostly to get rubber and the pink slime, because that is what we need to actually get some thermal expansion machines, because I need some thermal expansion machines. We are wasting so much time just not having access to them, so even if we get one machine casing, we can just duplicate it and then we will never have to worry about it again. Let's get through industrial foregoing though. I did go ahead and take a look beforehand, and we are not going to be getting this quest tree done because this requires some extremely advanced stuff. These require thermal expansion, and there's a whole bunch of other things in here that we just can't make yet. So I'm not going to get the whole tree done, but we are going to get a rubber setup and a pink slime setup at this episode. All right, so I guess we can start off by, claiming the task. Welcome to Industrial Foregoing. This is a Tier 2 tech mod, which leads to RF tools and then thermal expansion. And we can claim that, and we also get the guidebook. Nice. Okay, maybe we need this, maybe we don't. We will keep it in the inventory just in case we do. Okay, first up is a tree fluid extractor. Place it in front of a tree and get latex. It will destroy the log eventually. Tree fluid extractor. We need stone, iron gear, and a furnace. Man, I really wish we had a machine to make gears. There's only 2 that can do it. This multi-block structure from immersive engineering, or you can make a gear maker in thermal. Haha, wow, isn't that crazy? Anyways, there's our tree fluid extractor. So the way that this works, I believe, is we need to plug it in. So why don't we go up to the workshop and actually do some work in the workshop for once? That's crazy. What do you mean latex processing unit? There's no way I have that already. And there's our latex processing unit. Okay, I think I am going to just open these loot boxes as I get them because we are not going to be getting through the trees. Titanium coins and a bear trap. Tree fluid extractor. That is definitely not facing the right way. And that doesn't take power. I know this one does, though. Yep. Oh, dear lord, this is a... Okay, dude. Anyways, so the way that this works is you just place a log in front of it, and then it just kind of starts slowly breaking it. As you can see, there we go. Now this is going to be a slow process, and we're going to need to speed this up eventually by making a whole bunch more, but for now it doesn't really matter, because we just need to make enough to get the quest done and automate it later. Looks like this also needs water. Well, would you look at that. Good thing that we set up that water automation process the last time. Haha. Tiny dry rubber. Looks like that's not a quest step. Rubber. Tiny dry rubber. 9 to 1, and then you smelt that. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna be here a while. I have a time in a bottle. I can speed that up. How about a little more? It's definitely eating that wood, though. Jeez. Alright, so we managed to get 31. That's okay. And then we smelt those up, and we have plastic. And looks like we've already made a mob imprisonment tool. Yes, we have. I remember capturing a dragon in one of those, and I think I still have it, so that's cool. Let's open these up. Transformer upgrades and a holo projector. Cool, I don't know what any of those are, so into the chest they go. Now that that's done, we can go look at how to actually get pink slime here. This machine will kill animals and enemies to produce meat and pink slime. Place the pink slime in the world to spawn a pink slime. We need to make a mob slaughter factory and then get a pink slime. Okay, and there we have our mob slaughter factory, and we're using some of the plastic we just made. How convenient is that? Alright, so that's the slaughter factory. Now the real question is, how does this work? We're gonna need some power, and since I moved the gardening setup, we now have this compact machine that's making like 18 KRF per tick, so we can definitely use this to test things. Okay, so now we need to find a suitable target. How convenient! I don't want to stand in front of it, because I might... Okay, no, it doesn't affect me. Good to know. Alright, Enderman. Get in the slaughterhouse. Come on. Oh my god. And we got 40 millibuckets of pink slime and 200 millibuckets of liquid meat. Okay. The real question is there a better way to get pink slime? This right here, the mob duplicator. I think that just duplicates mobs, and if we can capture a pink slime, we can duplicate the pink slime and then kill it for its slime balls. This machine kills mobs when supplied with power, generates a fluid you'll need to duplicate mobs. Oh! Gotcha. So we still need a mob farm. Basically, this just simplifies the process. I think we're just gonna go hijack our end mob farm and then just have it kill Endermen, because like Endermen are very common. Another thing is I've also kind of taken a liking to duplicating machine cases because that takes way less time, so I think we're just gonna be doing that for all of them. We also need to get the Tesla Core Lib machine case duplicated, and as you can see, I did in fact make a whole bunch of litherite crystals. We are gonna need these eventually to make the environmental tech mining and also these angle sites. But mostly for environmental tech. Good thing about that is I also use them to make the tier 5 upgrades, and I put 2 in each of the drawers, which brought it up to 8,000 stacks, which is a bit much, but it should be just fine. Okay, so as you can see, the animal farm is still working and is still extremely loud. Here, that worked out way better than I thought. Sure. And fill from container. Yes, please do. How do I get the pink slime out? You know, I really am wishing I had built a way to turn this off, because this is getting ridiculous. How about we just do this? That's better. Okay, so now we can grab our fluid cable here. Okay, so now the next problem is the fluid cables don't want to connect to it. Pink slime is not a gas, surely. Nope, okay, didn't think so. Maybe it's because it's paused? I don't know. Oh, it was because it was paused. That is... Okay, yeah, that's really dumb. Okay, well, I guess that worked. Anyways, we got our pink slime, and let's get out of here. Okay, so this... I don't know how to get this to work. Alright, let me try putting some blocks on it. Okay, now, spawn a pink slime. Oh, here we go. Bam. And we got... 1 piece. Oh, fantastic. Okay, well, at least we got it to work. What did we get? We got a cup of coffee. So next up, we go look over here. Upgrades. A lot of industrial foregoing machines can upgrade it. +1 range add-on, just because it seems cheap. And get that quest knocked out. Ta-da. Go ahead and claim that. We get a wenge door. Okay. So anyways, that looks to be the main, like, big up here tasks done. Thermal expansion machine frames, they cost Tesla core lib, machine casing, iron casing, machine frame, heavy engineering block, and Enora crystals. We have all of these. The only thing that we can't get is this device frame. We can get this. What was the one that we couldn't do? Ah, yes, this one, the RF tools one. 2 pink slime, any upgrade, dry rubber, that machine casing, heat vents, and gold gears. Now, the heat vent is easy. That's just this stuff. And then we just need another piece of pink slime. Okay, so that's not actually that horrible. Maybe we don't need to make a pink slime farm. Maybe we can just use the UU matter to duplicate the machine frames. That might be a better idea. Why is there so much stuff? Holy! I might capture one in my mob imprisonment tool to duplicate later. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. I'm also going to whip out the old manulium rapier because it's got looting on it, so maybe we can get some more. Hey, there we go. All right, so here's our last pink slime. This one's going in the imprisonment tool, and we're going to keep it for later. Going to go right next to the dragon. Machine frame from RF tools. Now, luckily, this makes 2 of them. You know what that means, right? We only need 1 of these to craft the thermal machine casing, and you don't know what's going to happen to the other one. Oh, it's going straight into here. Nice. Let's make a couple of these just because we have the power and the UU matter currently available to us. We might as well, right? 7. Yeah, that'll work. Perfect. Okay, and that also unlocks the gate for RF tools. Nice, and we can claim a bunch of these things. Why don't we claim the one from thermal? So I guess this episode isn't about industrial foregoing. It's about getting to the thermal expansion gate and making some. You know what? I'm okay with that. Okay, so we need this device frame. We need a copper gear, so that's easy. And then we need 4 Enora crystals, iron casing, machine case, and heavy engineering block. Okay, machine frame. Bam. Dump, 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 dump. And there we go. Bam. Thermal expansion. Finally, dude. Holy, that took forever. And I think I'm going to take another machine frame. Yep. Oh, I guess you get all of it. And I also unlocked the environmental tech gate because we got a piece of litherite. What do I want to take? Mica, litherite, solar cell, or the structure frame? I feel like we want to take the solar cell. I don't know what any of this means, but now we have access to all of the gates, it looks like. It means we can unlock basically everything. Okay, so I guess the first thing we want to do is we want to duplicate this, obviously. Because, yeah, catch me making those again. Nope. Machine frame from thermal. Let's go. I'm very happy we got these. Okay, what can we make with these? Redstone furnace, don't need that. Induction smelter, ooh. Oh, this allows us to get the first creative mode item, I think. Phytogenic insulators. Oh, hang on a minute. Those are actually really nice. Maybe we should set those up. Oh, dude, I told you, we opened Pandora's box. Everything's about to happen now. We can make a digital miner now. Man, so much stuff to do. And we can also turn it into an energy cell frame. Okay, what does that do? I have no idea. There is some advanced stuff going on here, man. I don't know. Oh, boy. You know what? Maybe we should just go through the industrial foregoing tree. Never mind, we need a signalium cell frame, and that's just, nope, no, never mind. Okay, we won't, let me figure out what to do. And what better way to figure out what to do other than walking around the server and looking at what everyone else is doing?
Drop him. Oh, nope. I might have psychopathic tendencies.
Man, what is even happening here? Alright, you know what? I've decided what we're gonna do. We just unlocked thermal, right? Thermal's kind of like the gateway to the end game, right? Because once we get these thermal machines, we can do basically whatever we want to. We'll have access to all these other things like rocketry, environmental tech, Ender IO, all this other stuff. So why don't we just do the thermal tree? At least as much as we can. So it looks like this stuff down here is convenience. This stuff up here is the main machines. This is something else. This is upgrades. And this is power generation. So why don't we just go through as much of this as we can, and then maybe we can also set up some automation and auto crafting for all of these, because I mean last episode we did just set up this whole thing and it's kind of on the brain right now. What shall we make first? Why don't we just go to the quest tree here and let's just look. So I guess we need to actually claim the starter thing here. Thermal expansion. This mod offers a large suite of powered machines. Energy usage and speed of all machines has been increased, some more than others. The energy production of dynamos have also been increased, and this chapter leads to environmental tech, and the machines are the basis for a wide range of mid to end game crafting components. Perfect. Claim. And claim. Sweet. Okay, so first up, do we want to go down the power generation tree, or do we want to go down the machines, or do we want to go down the extras, or the upgrades, or... Well, I mean, we are kind of here to get the machines, right? That is kind of the whole point of thermal expansion, so why don't we go for the redstone furnace first? A powered furnace. Well, here we go. Redstone furnace basic. We need a machine frame, bricks, redstone reception coil, and copper gears. The reception coil, we probably already have a recipe for that. Yes, we did. We set that up way back when we did the infusers for mechanism, I believe. Ah, and there we go. Redstone furnace basic. Now, the real question is, I don't know how to upgrade these machines. We're going to definitely figure that out, but here we are. 125 RF per tick is the maximum power. That seems kind of pathetic. I mean, it can hold 125,000. You know what? Let's just put some stone in there and see how fast it goes. For now, it's fine. Okay, so here we go. That is actually quite fast for 125 RF per tick. Wow, okay. I take it back. Thermal is great. We might even replace the smelting factory depending how fast that can get, because that might be worth it. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and claim this. Next up, we have the pulverizer. Pulverizes stuff. It can double ores, produce flint from gravel, and a lot more. Okay. Alrighty, I think we should now have enough to get this. We just need to make the basic coil that we need. We can make this crusher. And we still have one iron casing. We are going to go get a duplication method for the UU matter set up for that real quick, but we have the extra one, so we don't have to worry about it right now. We can go ahead and craft this thing before we do that. Pulverizer. Claim that. Next up, we have the fractionating sill. Refines liquids, sometimes with byproducts. Yes, I believe that is good for something that I need. I do not remember what it is, so we're going to go ahead and make it. Constantan gears, nickel gear, another reception coil, and machine frame. Alright, fractionating still. Boom. I would also like to check the recipes for this. Okay, this is how you make naphtha, tree oil, grassoline, refined fuel. This looks like rocketry stuff. Next up, we got the compactor. Compress ingots into blocks and make plates from ingots. You can even change its mode. Cool. That's basically the same as industrial craft, which is kind of annoying considering I just set that up last episode, and now, of course, we don't need them. Well, what are you going to do, right? And there we go. Compactor. Let's check out the recipes. Is it basically the same as everything else? You can turn a coal chunk into a diamond. You can make dense plates, coal balls. Oh, wow. You can make the presses. So it basically just looks like a compressor with a couple extra options, which is always nice, but not something that we particularly need. If we do eventually need it, we can always replace the pressurizer from nuclear craft. Claim. Next. Sawmill. Wood logs into planks, 6 per log. We're definitely not going to be using that because the manufactory, I think, does that the same. It might be 1 to 5. But to be honest, it really doesn't matter. Precision sawmill, and there is the sawmill from thermal. As I said, probably not going to end up using that because the manufactory already does 1 to 5, and we have so much wood, it really doesn't even matter. Claim. Next up, induction smelter. This is important, and we're definitely going to be automating stuff here. Double ores and supply with sand, slag, or cinnabar, and make various crafting components, like black iron and invar. We need those. You don't have to make Invar in there, but you need Invar as a component to get black iron, I believe. I might be stupid. Okay, whatever. We just need to go get some Invar. All right, well, anyways, I hope I can figure out what I actually need Invar for, because there's our induction smelter. Now I'm going to go check the recipes for this. I think you actually needed the induction smelter to make black iron, and does it require Invar? Yeah. There you go. Block of Invar. That's why I couldn't find it. We need tough alloy, HOP graphite, coal coke, or magnesium diboride, or a block of black quartz, which is probably what we're going to do considering that my ore processor on this floor, not the one that I'm on, we have so much crushed black quartz, and we're going to keep generating it because of the ore processor setup, so that would be convenient to have. Flame. Next up. Energetic infuser can charge items that hold RF and infuse some items into others. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there we go. Energetic infuser. Let's check the recipes for this. I am curious. Oh, you can do Certus quartz? I mean, we already have a setup for that, but that is quite nice to know. We can also make fluxed phytogrow if we ever end up making rich phytogrow. No idea how that's going to work. You can turn an ender amethyst to an infusion crystal. Basically, it just powers machines, but also converts a couple things. Okay, that's nice to have. Okay, the main use is going to be fluxed phytogrow. All right, claim. Next, fluid transposer. Can fill empty tanks and buckets as well as some items. It's used extensively through that pack. Some custom recipes will require you to upgrade it. Okay, so this is important. Fluid transposer. Ta-da. Let's check the recipes for this. I am quite curious. Yes, fill bucket. Water on cryothium, or no, water on ice makes cryothium. Is that how that works? Oh no, water and cryothium makes ice. Okay, never mind. But it looks like this is how you make blizz powder, and blizz powder is used to make cryothium. We need liquid XP on some snowballs. And also you can make neutron ingots. Haha, nice. Basically just, this is going to be very important. Okay, noted. Claim next is the magma crucible. Smelts items into liquids. Oh, well. In you go, and in you go. And there's the magma crucible. Ta-da! Quest complete. Claim. And that is all of the machines done, minus these other ones down here. I have also noticed that not all of the machines are listed in this tree, which is minorly inconvenient. Ah, we need the Gearworks die augment. Compactor specialization. Okay, we definitely need this. And we just got a quest complete for Gearworks die. Oh yeah, because we needed to do that anyway. Allows compactor to make gears out of the metals. Must be set to gear mode. Yes, we need this. Let's just get through the rest of the tree and then we can actually decide what we need to do here. I honestly think we could get through this whole tree today because I think we have everything we need. Maybe not resonant and signalium, but we can try. Ah, I see. So these are upgrades to the machine. So if we get this, we can turn our redstone furnace into a coke oven. Byproduct of pulverizing gold and redstone to get cinnabar. We need this for crafting, increasing output of induction smelter processes. Cool. Before we even continue doing anything, let's get this stupid gear factory working. Compactor and augment. Yep. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of going over there to get gears. I am sick of it. Throw my laser gun on the floor. That's how annoyed I am. Upgrade required. Ugh. Hardened upgrade kit. This is used to upgrade machines and gadgets in thermal expansion. Requires tier immediate proceeding. What is the tier immediate proceeding? Why do we need another bronze gear? Why? Hardened upgrade. Hoorah. Now let me go get this Gearworks thing working. Please. Ah, it's hardened now. Can we do this? Finally. Now how do we set it to gear mode? I have no idea. Are you on gear mode? Yes! Oh my god, I'm so happy we can make gears finally, dude. Alright, can we make this reinforced one? Silver gear and then fused quartz. Do I have that? Oh, I do. Reinforced. Are we going to upgrade this again? Yes, we are! Signalium. Claim the hardened one. Claim the reinforced one. We must have got signalium from another tier, so I wonder if it's in here. Oh, it is. Okay, well, how do you make it? Cryothium. Very happy we have this, because I can't make cryothium yet. Well, I guess I could now that I have these machines, but I don't have a good way to get snowballs. We're going to upgrade that again. What is the next one? I doubt I could make this. Resonant. Pyrotheum dust, anderium, and aluminum gear. I actually might be able to make that. Oh, would you look at that? Aluminum. We can make a gear out of it. And we can make a resonant upgrade kit. Just like that. 450 RF per tick. This thing is going to be rapid. We're definitely not going to be able to make more of those unless I want to go get snowballs. You know what? I just had a thought. You can make snow blocks with ice essence, and then you can craft that into snowballs. Next up, I think we can go ahead and get these like cheapo machines down here, like arboreal extractor, thermal mediator, aqueous accumulator, and the nullifier, because these look like they take the cheapo device frame, which is correct. Arboreal extractor. Next up, thermal mediator. Very nice. Next up is the aqueous accumulator. Nullifier is next. I believe this is just like a trash can. Yep, it is, because you make it from a trash can. Alright, so that's the cheapo machines done. I guess we can do this part now. Igneous extruder, but that was actually quite quick to make. Glacial precipitator is able to make snow and ice out of water and power. Glacial precipitator. Next up is the sequential fabricator, cyclic assembler in 1.12.x, and sequential fabricator. Next up, I guess we can go down the power generation tree. That shouldn't be too hard, but I probably won't end up using these because even though it did say their power was upgraded, you know, nuclear craft is kind of making 100,000 RF per tick in the basement, so I think we're gonna be a-okay as is. Okay, steam dynamo. Done. Magmatic dynamo. Claim. We also apparently have touch state compression dynamo as well. Enervation. Claim. Alright, so next up we got a bunch of like these upgrades here that we can grab. Okay, I guess we're going on a crafting spree. Alright, and with that last one, we are now done on all of the upgrades. Now, if I just hit this claim all button, we'll claim all of them. I think that's the first time I've ever used the claim all button in any mod pack, so that's interesting. But anyways, we have all of the upgrades now. As you can see, I did get some cryothium just by setting up the most jank setup you've ever seen in your life. We just melt down this stuff into liquid XP and then dump it into here. I guess the next thing we could do, we could actually get these three just to finish this off. Set up some like auto crafting automation for some of this stuff in here. And then see where we are from there. Honestly, don't know what we're going to do after that. Anyways, let's get cinnabar. byproduct of pulverizing gold and redstone ores. Or we could just skip all the garbage and just throw redstone ore into our crusher from immersive engineering, which seems like such an easier way to do it. So let's grab like 2 stacks of gold and go do it that way. Ah, look at that. We already have what we need. Trying to find a good, like 90% chance to get rich slag, you know? So it looks like it's just 75% in the induction smelter. Okay, let's just do that. Please give me rich slag so I don't have to do this. Thank you. 75% chance to get one, right? 75% chance with Cinnabar, and we got one. What? We need resin. How do we get resin? We can take some resin and put it in the squeezer. I don't think we have any of that. I think we need that, like, arboreal extractor thingy. Let's go put it on a tree. I'm gonna go put it on this tree that I said I was gonna remove and then never did. Not every tree will be productive. Okay, yeah, so this tree looks like it doesn't work. So how about this this nice jungle tree here? Is this working? I can't oh. It is working. Okay, well, and we basically just wait for more resin to show up. We could put fertilizer in there to speed up production, and I might as well do that because I am sick and tired of waiting around for stuff. And how much do we actually need to make one? 200 millibuckets. Oh. Well, we have enough for one right now. Now, I think we need our... Oh, fractionating still. Oh, perfect. Make the rosin. Oh, 50%! Oh, I got a bone to pick with thermal, dude. That's like the one thing that I don't like about the mod. Alright, rosin acquired. And that is the thermal tree done. Honestly, we have kind of been all over the place this episode. I think we do a loot box opening. You know what? Let's make things more confusing. Let's just start doing random things. No, just kidding. I think we'll just do a loot box opening now. Let's go gambling! Oh, that's a good one. Let's go. We got a good pull. And we just got the mystical agriculture gate just from doing that. Oh my god, that's amazing. Congealed slime balls. Drawer controller. Fission controller. Wow. Okay. Ice cream. And stone bricks. Iron candles. Jack-o'-lantern. Fire mill. White stained glass framed. Beef Wellington. Basic energy IO crystal, helium collector, sweet potato pie, ham and pickled sandwich, Nutella, prismarine, sausage in bread. Is that not a hot dog? Seared gauge, barbecue pulled pork, block of emerald, overclocker upgrades, packing tape, ranged collector. Cool. Impregnated casing, smart IO output from Tinker. What? I don't know how to speak anymore. Bricks. Architect's saw bench. Flamethrower. Black concrete. General So's chicken. Wind generator. Wenge door. Elytra. Cave illuminator. And shrimp, pork, okra, hush puppies. What? Cool. Dump that all in there. We're going to review all that later and go gambling again. Brewing stand, transformer upgrade, Americium RTG, Robot, ironwood chair, launch pads, razor wire, bear trap, and finally, blueberry pancakes. Not a bad pull, if you ask me. Highlights from this is probably going to be mostly centered around the infusion crystals here. Well, basically, let's go look what they do. You can make the better essences with these, including Insanium Essence. This is what we like to see. This is very valuable. So those are good. And also the gateway to mystical agriculture, which we're going to go take a look at right now. Mystical agriculture. There is no chapter for mystical agriculture. You only have to make one of the crystals to complete this quest. You choose which. 4 blocks of prosperity, because prosperity is extremely annoying to get. Not really, but I just like having a bunch of it. Okay. And then other than that, not too bad. Basically, infusion crystals, elytra, and fission and drawer controller. Alright, so I think next up, since we are kind of all over the place this episode anyway, why don't we just full send and just start doing the most random stuff that is going to be useful eventually. I'm thinking today we deal with more fluids, right? Because, I mean, we've got destabilized redstone, resonant ender, lava, and water in here. Lava, we need to get a better source of, so we can make stuff with lava. Water, perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about there. Resonant ender, destabilized redstone, and also energized glowstone is also a thing that we need, because I want to get everything set up to automate crafting the thermal expansion upgrades, because we are going to be needing those, right? So this is our to-do list, and this is what we'll be doing. Also on the to-do list, you'll notice that there is this apple of loafy stature here. I'm going to make one of these. This basically just allows step up, which is very nice. Basically, instead of having to jump on this chest, I can just walk over it. I needed this so long ago, and I just didn't have it. Honestly, let's just go get some thermal expansion automation going, because, like, what's going on here, man? We need to actually get this working properly. What is the one that is important? The compactor. Okay, now let's see if we can actually just use output cables like this. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and then that would be that. So now we just need to go figure out what gears we actually need to make. We need lumium. I know this much. We need electrum gear. We need silver gear. We need bronze gear. Copper gear is a must-have. That's used in a whole bunch of things. Next up is the induction smelter. Where are you? Over here. Now the real question is, are we going to put things in the proper places, or is it going to be weird? I guess we'll find out. Next up, Signalium and Electrum Gear. Electrum Gear we already have. Signalium is going to be the fun part. We get to get into some fluid automation now. Yay. Oh boy, this is going to be exciting. Basis of how I think I'm going to work this. This is going to be auto-crafting machines. That is going to be auto-crafting machines. That's also probably going to be auto-crafting machines. This is going to be auto-crafting for fluids. Now, auto-crafting involves just making the fluids. This is going to be a temporary setup. Maybe I might move the fluids into their own separate building, but for now, I just want to get things to work. So we're going to get a little mystical agriculture setup to generate redstone, and then it'll just get melted. Only going to use one garden cloche, because I don't think we need more than that. We have phytogenic insulators now. Phytogenic insulator! Let's go! We get to grow plants like a champ now. I'm not putting fertilizer in there. Fight me. This is going. Do we actually need fertilizer for this? I think we need, like, fertilizer for this. Happy? There we go. Okay, we do need fertilizer. And it does consume the seed. Or no, maybe it moves the seed? I don't really know. Let me try it with redstone seeds, and we're going to see what happens here. Okay, so it does make it, it moves the seed. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be using that because of the fertilizer requirement. There's probably a way to auto-craft that, but honestly, let's just use a garden cloche. Alrighty, materials have been gathered, at least what I think we need. Let's go up here and get this going. So, we're going to need a bunch of cables, dirt, redstone seeds, and water. And power, of course, we need that. Cannot forget the power. That should be running. That will be generating redstone essence. This redstone essence will end up in this analog crafter with this side turned off. And then we simply run this straight into a melter. We will then grab 2 additional RTGs to power said melter. And then that will melt this redstone that gets crafted from here straight into destabilized redstone. Yep, and it looks like power is dropping, but we should start building back up soon. That's destabilized redstone. So now we get to do the fun part of getting the ME system into here. This is going to be fun. Oh boy. Alrighty, here we go. Fluid import cable right there, and that should now start sucking this out, albeit very slowly. We have some acceleration cards I think we could use to speed that up, and that is how we're going to get destabilized redstone. There's 2 ways to make signalium. You can either put destabilized redstone on Shibuichi, or you just make the blend and then smelt it in an induction smelter. We're just going to go with the induction smelter. We need to make the blend, and then we put it in the fluid assembler, because that will use buckets of this without the buckets. So let's make some signalium. We're missing pulverized copper and pulverized silver. Okay, I think we are going to set up a recipe and autocrafting for the pulverizer here. I'm running out of space on the crusher. I literally just had to take out sand and gravel, and that's not really good. So let's put this here. I keep calling it signalium. It's actually signalum. It's the same thing. Deal with it. All right, please don't get stuck. It didn't get stuck because this one is stored. Ta-da. Signalum. Well, I think the next step is I'm just going to copy this setup for Resonant Ender. You can see the Enderium blend needs a Resonant Ender bucket, so the only way to get Resonant Ender, you melt Ender Pearls. Probably going to go with Mystical Agriculture. That makes the most sense. We're also going to go with glowstone. I know we already have glowstone seeds over here. Here they are, yep, glowstone seeds. And then, of course, I will go grab the enderium one. So I guess we're going to have to fight the wither unless we have all of the essence we need. We have 11 and we need 36. Looks like we're going to be fighting the wither a little bit. Let's go do that. Oh boy, it's boss time. I got it. There we go. Well, I think that went pretty well. Oh, those are ender casings down there. Oh, please tell me I can make those. Oh god, empowered diamantine, maniulium, mana diamond, zirconium, and malachite. Well, I think I can do that. Let's find out. Malachite and mana diamonds. How does one acquire malachite? We need a sieve, ender gravel. Yeah, that seems like a bit slow. Let's speed that up a little bit. You can just shove it in right here. Hey, perfect. And yep, time in a bottle again. Look at all those gemstones. But we're also going to need to go grab some coal because I can guarantee you we don't have enough mana for this. My weak sauce mana pool probably can't handle even one. Let's find out. Yep, kinda saw that coming. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to upgrade our mana pool. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult. I think I have everything I need to do that. I just never did it. And there we go. Okay, yeah, good for you. Mana pool, we made one. Yay, good for me. Yay, hooray, hooray, yeah. Nice, cool. Now, is it still linked up? I don't think it is. We're gonna have to go relink. And we just got a bunch of quests completed for Britannia because I have touched Britannia's stuff, but not actually done Britannia. Oh, it is linked up. It's just slow. Yeah, I think we're gonna be here for a while, so why don't I just cut back to when this is actually done, because this is gonna take forever. Finally! Oh my god, that took forever. There we go. 6 mana diamonds. Jeez. Now we're getting empowered diamantine crystals. We just have to wait for these to be done. And ta-da! Empowered diamantine crystals. Automating that is going to be not fun. We are going to have to do that in the future, though, which is kind of a problem. So there's our 2 ender cases, and we're completely out of everything else that we needed to make those. So, if I lose the seed, I'm going to lose my mind. Thank you very much. Honestly, let's just put this into the crafting table. Or no, you know what I mean. The auto crafter. And there we go. Just like that. Basically, as you saw, copy the setup over, add the enderman seeds to make ender pearls, and the glowstone seeds to make glowstone, melt them down into energized glowstone and resonant ender, and then pipe it into the system. And we also had to make another drive here for the energized glowstone. But there we go. Looking good. Okay, so now, let's see, we can make the recipe for Enderium blend, like so, and then same thing for Lumium. Ta-da! Now the real question is, do we actually have the things we need to, like, get the crushed materials? Because we need lead, platinum, silver, and tin. I don't know if we have that. We don't have lead, so we need to get that. Pulverized lead, platinum, we definitely don't have that one. So let's see. Go ahead and make some Enderium and some Lumium, just to see if we can. Enderium came in, and so did the Lumium. I would say that's pretty good for the fluid autocrafting. Next up, as you saw, I've been running out of sand and gravel and cobblestone, so why don't we just go get a nice setup for that? And I think we're going to use an industrial foregoing machine. So, yep, that's right, we're going back to industrial foregoing, a material Stoneworks factory. We're going to need another pink slime, or maybe a few, but that's okay. We have that farm in the end configured to make pink slime. You input cobblestone, and then you can turn that cobblestone into gravel, sand, or dust. Dust is used to, you know, put through a sieve, obviously, and get materials out of it, but the other ones is going to be sand and gravel and cobblestone. We just put cobblestone into a drawer. That's not that hard. Gravel and sand is going to be really convenient because I don't have to craft it. It's just going to get automatically crafted in this factory. So let's go make a couple of these. By the way, you can take fluids directly out of the fluid terminal with buckets, by the way. The greatest thing that I've ever discovered. Oh, and as you can tell, it may or may not be the next day, as we have 6,000 buckets of resonant ender, 4,700 of glowstone, and 2,200 of redstone. Now, we only need 2 because we're making sand and gravel cobblestone. Just gonna go straight in. Okay, so let's see here. Now we also probably want to get upgrades for these, and I don't know how Industrial Foregoing's upgrade works. Is there no way to speed up Industrial Foregoing machines? Interesting. Well, let me go see what these ones are doing. Is there any place for upgrades? It doesn't look like it. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we have a whole bunch of this tiny rubber, so I am gonna take it out and go, you know, process all this, because having plastic is quite nice. We're probably going to set up an automatic plastic farm at some point. Okay, you know what? Let's just make a cobblestone generator. I think I have one. I do. Let's just go place this down and see how it works, because I have never actually used these before. You got power? Yeah. Oh, and it just makes it. You don't even need the generator. Furnace mode? 2x2 craft mode? No. Grind mode. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. We put it on double grind mode. Okay, so it looks like it has a ticking system. Like, it'll make, grind, which means we're going to get gravel way faster than we get sand. That's kind of inconvenient. Honestly, sand is more valuable, though, and I think I have more pink slime. I do. Then again, if worse comes to worse, we can just go get more, because it's not like the Enderman farm is slow or anything. It's just annoying. So, yeah. Anyways, I think I'm just going to make one more for sand. And of course, we're eventually going to move all of this. I just wanted to get this set up, right, like real quick. So let's move this, because this has to be in a place that's, you know, actually accessible. Also, having the stone be generated is quite nice. I don't think we need to make the, oh yeah, a compact. I don't think we need to make 512 cobblestone per second. That's a bit much. So let's just do this one. And then what we can do is we can use an interface. Now, I'm hoping that this will automatically extract. It does not look like it. Okay. How does one auto extract from the sides? I don't think you can. So I think we're gonna have to move these up. Okay, sand, gravel. Now cobblestone. We can also go grab our cobblestone generator and dump all of this into the system. What we do is simply put this right on top of the interface. We also don't need that because it's gonna be piping directly in there. And we can also turn this off for showing up in the terminal because then we don't have to deal with it. Okay, so as you can see, cobblestone's coming in very quickly. Why are we getting it slowly as well? That doesn't really make sense. Oh, it's pulling the cobblestone as well, I think. I got this. So we're going to have to set up some configuration. We don't want to be pulling this out, and we don't want to be pulling this out. We do want to be pulling out green, though. I guess now we can start working on these upgrade kits. So during my testing, I realized I was trying to make hardened nickel glass, right? I don't actually need that. You can make this recipe with fused quartz. So that's what we're going to do. Can we make signalum? Almost. We can make the signalum blend, but not the actual ingots. Okay, and then we need cryotheum, which is also a thing that we need to set up. I've got an idea for how we're going to do that, though, and you guessed it, it involves mystical agriculture. 5, yeah, that'll do just fine. Okay, probably not going to be growing these into the main system, although maybe I should. Okay, so what were we working on? Cryotheum, right. All right, so anyways, we need to then run the experience into, I believe it's this one. Yes, the fluid transposer. And you know the best part about this is I can literally just put it right here. Magma crucible. Ah, yes. So this can go straight into the magma crucible, which will then melt down the stuff. We just need to grab dirt and power. All right, so then when this grows its first crop, it should just auto output. It looks like it isn't because this isn't set up properly. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, there we go. And now what we can do is we can run this directly into a fluid transposer. There we go, that should work. Now we need to, of course, change configurations on these machines again. We're just gonna have to press configuration buttons until this happens. Why is this not working? Auto input, there we go. Sometimes I hate thermal machines just because I don't understand how they work sometimes. It looks like that's going in there though, and we got snowballs going in, we got the essence of knowledge going in, which means we are getting blizz powder. Now the way we're gonna get snowballs is I think we're just gonna put them in a chest. Insert, and then we can just dump a bunch of snowballs in there. Yay, snowball, snowball, snowball. Okay, we'll probably get a auto crafting setup for this, or maybe we'll just make it its own little setup, but for now, in you go. Now we need to make a pattern for cryotheum. So we've got a way to make cryotheum. We got almost a way to make signalium. We have the electrum gear, so I'm just going to go ahead and make the pattern and put it over here, which signifies that it is almost done, but not quite. Same thing for here, pyrotheum. Let me make a pattern for that. We don't have a way to get blaze powder just yet, but that's okay, because I should have some just kind of in here. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of blaze powder, so we should be fine. So that's all we have to do. We just need to automate the induction smelter, but I have figured out how to do that, so why don't we go do it? This needs to be all, and this needs to be unlocked. And then we should just be able to put an interface on there, and it should be fine. Hopefully this just works, because I tested this with just putting stuff in via a hopper, and it did work. So for start, please work. I can't tell if it worked. Maybe it just went super fast. Oh yeah, it went super fast because this is upgraded to... Is this upgraded? No, it's not. It's not even upgraded. It just went stupid fast. Okay. Well, that was easy. Let's just make one resonant upgrade kit. We are making all this stuff. Start. If it gets stuck, that's a problem. If it doesn't, we're good. Okay. And also, as you can see, we are already up to 68,000 cobblestone. I need to make sure that cobblestone is in fact going in here. It is, and it has a stack limit that is, like, intelligent. That has 8,000. We like having cobblestone around these parts, so I'm going to put as many upgrades as I can. I get 4 more. We can store 24,192 stacks of cobblestone. That's quite a bit. And I know we're going to need some extreme compressed versions of cobblestone in the future anyway, so it'll be nice to have a huge stockpile. Okay, that is basically thermal automation done. We just need to upgrade all the machines, and now that we can actually build these upgrade kits automatically, we're good to go. And we also probably need to make a recipe for black iron, because this is very, very important for the end game. I feel like tough ally is going to be the best recipe. I was going to use black quartz because we have so much of it, but 1 block of Invar 4, that's just the best recipe. So let's just do it there. Okay. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and craft 10 pieces of black iron. So we need 3 blocks of Invar, and here we go. Bam. It just takes forever. Well, good thing that we are able to get upgrades for these machines now, isn't it? So if we look up upgrade kit, we can go ahead and just make one of each of these. There we go, resonant. That should be a lot faster. Oh, I see. So we actually don't need these if we just use the kit. Oh, I see. So resonant conversion kits maybe used on any lower tier. I see. Well, why don't we just go ahead and make a pattern for that so we don't have to upgrade it 3,000 times. So now we can go ahead and use this on this machine and upgrade it straight to resonant. Much, much better. Now that that's out of the way, I can actually talk about what black iron is used for, because I don't think I've even said that. I hyped it up to be this amazing thing and then never showed you what it does. So basically, let's see. Black iron is the key component into the extended crafting mod. And as you can see, we can make like these catalysts, crystalline catalyst, basic, advanced, ultimate catalyst. This is how you get some of the endgame stuff. Would you look at that? But basically, yeah, black iron is the ticket into extended crafting. Now, the reason I wanted to get black iron today is since we are all over the place and now that we have access to thermal, we can actually complete the first item down here in the bragging rights quest tree. This is the end game tree. This is the goal. Complete this and the mod is done. And I'm thinking, creative builder's wand. We can actually make this because it only takes 9 builder's wands, and these builder's wands are a gold ingot and magical wood. And magical wood is quite literally just any bookshelf and a gold ingot, but requires 4 XP. So we may need to use a enchanter from extra utilities too. We can make, because we have the machine block, we just need any enchanted book, 2 diamonds and 3 iron, and then we can enchant that. Now you'd think I would have done this earlier, because I mean this is quite easy to do, but as you can see right here, we use the basic crafting table from extended crafting, which, you guessed it, black iron is required to make this. So why don't we go ahead and make the basic crafting table, and then we can make our first creative item to end off the episode. Alright, and that should be everything we need for the basic crafting table. Okay, now we probably need to put this in like an important place, so how about over here for now? I don't know what we're going to do with this section down here, so let's just put it down here. Oh. You just can't do it in a ME interface, it looks like. Yeah, I suppose that does make sense, right? 9 builder's wands straight into there, and that is our first bragging rights quest. Bam! A title better than the normal builder's wand. Command reward, run a command script. I don't know what this means. I guess we're just gonna find out. Okay. I have no idea what that means. Maybe it just gives me that little notice down there. Firefly 11 has obtained the creative builder's wand. Not a clue how this works though, so we're just gonna kind of put it somewhere. You know what? Let's make a crystal chest, and let's put it over here as well. And there you go. And you can actually see the items inside. Okay, that was totally worth doing. Hold on. Let me move this into the center of the room. Right here. Bam, look at that. First creative item. Would you look at that? Now, unfortunately, I think that's going to be the only one that we can just do real quick. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be the last one that we get for at least 50 episodes, if I had to guess. So, yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. We did an endgame item, and that's all that really matters to me. All right, and I think with that being said, that's going to be it for this episode. We got a lot done, but nothing in the same area. That's going to be it for this episode. I think next episode, since we were kind of all over the place, we're just going to kind of relax. Goodbye.